We can easily see that we're living in troubled times as droughts, famine, and wars impact so much of the planet, and even the way we act toward one another is reprehensible, as simple human decency is now a rare commodity, making our world a truly vile place. If you spent more than a few minutes in the comment section of YouTube or Twitter or Facebook, you've undoubtedly noticed how quickly people can devolve into immaturity, name-calling, racism, and even outright hatred toward one another. It's all so ugly, and yet so many of us are also completely hooked on the drama. We have to go online to get into all these petty arguments, see what others are arguing about, post our 2 cents, and, above all else, get our dopamine fix for the moment. In many ways, social media is a big part of that vileness in the world. It simply brings out so much ugliness from inside of each of us that, as Christians, we wonder how it couldn't somehow be tied in to the rise of the Antichrist and his worldwide beast system. Despite how much of our day-to-day lives revolve around being online, and especially within social media apps, it's easy to forget how new all this technology is. For example, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter are all less than 20 years old. Other apps are even much newer. Of course, we all know our history. There has always been racism, hatred, and ugliness among us. But social media has allowed all of these vile behaviors to now explode throughout the world over the last couple of decades. Whereas previously the evil was often dispersed among different people throughout the world, now, with social media, it's all interconnected, making it exponentially more powerful. But this also gives a window into how decrepit and sordid our world has become. We see how the extreme violence and overt sexuality in the media is ubiquitous, and younger people are being exposed to the most horrific and sordid images, videos, and influences imaginable. And trolls are everywhere, either drawing people into their dark world or looking to stir up hatred while denigrating others or promoting their own agendas with one lie after another. Evil, in all of its many forms, has truly exploded worldwide in recent years. Much of this explosion in evil comes directly from the ability of deeply flawed people to connect with one another through social media, organizing in ways that simply weren't possible just 20 years ago. All of this evil has permeated every nook and cranny of our world, from media and entertainment to governments to politics and so much more. In so many ways, our world has become a truly vile place, and is a reflection on what humanity itself has become. In the midst of all this vileness walked a man who himself embodies all of our worst tendencies. In fact, his entire life has been a training ground for exactly this moment, as he has perfected a willingness to say or do anything to get what he wants. Donald Trump is the ultimate troll, sowing discord and denigrating others while lying nonstop. He displays an astounding level of immaturity and hatefulness, all the while magnifying himself at every opportunity. Everything he says and does is for the glory of himself. But yet tens of millions of people have become so desensitized by social media that they view his vile behavior as acceptable, as par for the course in a world where anything goes. They are exceedingly loyal to him, often over even family and friends. And so many have come to view him as even more than a political leader or cult hero, but as the only one who can save us from our many troubles. He is, in their eyes, our savior. In every way, Donald Trump is the man for our times. He perfectly encapsulates the mean-spiritedness, immaturity, and deceptiveness that is rampant throughout our country and throughout our world. Everything has been leading up to this moment in time for him, and that moment is at our doorstep. Donald Trump is the Antichrist, and it was inevitable that he would be the one we were warned about. But despite how dark things may look right now, as we stand on the precipice of the Antichrist starting his reign of terror, you shouldn't worry or be frightened. There is good news.
You see, something's going to happen.
What? What's going to happen?
Something wonderful.
What?
I understand how you feel. You see, it's all very clear to me now. The whole thing. It's wonderful.
What's going to happen?